In this video, we're going to discover, does Destiny 2 YouTuber CoolGuy have the best PvP Hunter build in Destiny 2? So first we're going to do a build review, then second I'm going to give you guys the pros and cons of this build, and then thirdly I'm going to give you guys the answer to this question in my opinion. Now here's a question that I have for you. Do you have the guts to give me your honest opinion about this build? If so, let me know down in the comment section. Now CoolGuy's Hunter build is centered around the Void NIGHTSTALKER subclass, and for his super ability he's using the Shadow Shot Deadfall. Now there are two main components of this build. The first one is the Gyrfalcon's Hauberk exotic chest armor. It has the exotic armor perk, See Me Feel Me. Your void weapons gain volatile rounds after you emerge from being invisible. Also, while you are invisible and defeat a combatant while using your finisher, all your weapons gain bonus damage, and you and your allies gain a reserve overshield and improved class ability regeneration. And these reserve overshields can be deployed by using a class ability. So I mentioned a few seconds ago with Gyrfalcons that your void weapons will gain volatile rounds. So with volatile, the target is affected with unstable void energy and will explode upon taking additional damage. Also in PvE, with your volatile rounds on void weapons, it actually pierces the shield of barrier champions and stun them. Also guys, if you are enjoying this video or you feel that it's helping you in some kind of way, hey, feel free to like this video or hey, even sub to the channel, but I appreciate you guys supporting this video by watching it. And the second main component of this build is the Void Fragment Echo of Vigilance. So defeating a target while your shields are depleted grants you a temporary void overshield. So basically you are armored with a protective barrier of void light, and it reduces damage taken from combatants. So it's almost like having the benefits of a Titan Void barricade without actually having the barricade. So this is how this combo is going to work. Your void weapons gain volatile rounds after you emerge from being invisible because of the Gyrfalcon's Hauberk. And volatile rounds is going to add void light to targets and cause them to explode. And because of the fragment echo of vigilance, defeating a target while your shields are depleted grants your temporary void overshield to help you with your health. So you get an extra 30 to 40 void overshield and it's stackable with other perks, which is very important. And with the echo of vigilance, it's not just for Hunter, you can also use it on Titan and Warlock as well. So with this combination, you're going to be perking it very often. So this build, you're going to get a very lot of usage from it. This is going to stack very well with the other void fragments as well. So for instance, you have Echo of Persistence, which void buffs applied to you, it gives you invisibility, overshield, and devour, and it increases your duration. So Echo of Dilation, when while crouching you sneak faster and gain enhanced radar resolution, and it's a stat packer, so it adds plus 10 to your mobility and also 10 to your intellect. And Echo of Starvation, picking up a void breach or orb of power grants you Devour. So with Devour, final blows restore you to full health, grant grenade energy, and extends Devour. And when picking up a Void Breach, it grants you class ability energy. And for the first Void aspect, we're going with Stylish Executioner. So defeating a weakened or suppressed or volatile target grants you invisibility and true sight. And after performing a Stylish Execution, your next melee attack will grant you invisibility and weakens the target. For our second aspect, we're using Vanishing Step because dodging makes you invisible. Now you can use any void weapon to pair with this build. However, CoolGuy made sure his void weapon had the trait Repulsor Brace equipped to it. So with this trait, when you defeat a void debuff target, it grants an overshield for 8 seconds. And that void overshield is going to add 45 HP to your health. I followed this build down to a T. However, the only thing I did change was instead of using a weapon with Repulsor Brace, I made sure I used the OP weapon, the Graviton Lance. So with Graviton Lance, it has the intrinsic traits, the Black Hole. A second shot of reverse rips a hole through space and time and doing high damage and recoil with no fall off. And it also has the trait Cosmology. Kills with this weapon cause enemy targets to detonate and spawn void projectiles that track target. And I also have the Graviton Lance Masterwork Catalyst, which add plus 20 to your range. Also adds the perk Vorpal Weapon. Increase damage against bosses, vehicles, and guardians with their super active, and also turnabout. Using this weapon to break the shield of a combatant or a guardian using their super would grant you an overshield. Now here are all the different mods that I used in this build, and you can use different mods if you wish to. I used mods that was going to give me the opportunity to create orbs of power, but also when picking up those orbs of power is going to increase my super or class regeneration. So here's the pros and the cons of this build. So for the pros, it synergizes perfectly. So you go invisible, then you perk the Gyrfalcon's perk Volatile Rounds on your void weapon. Then adding increased damage causes the target to explode. And paired with Graviton Lance's Black Hole and Cosmology perk, targets are gonna explode even more, then projectiles are gonna search down other targets and cause them to explode. And then that's going to perk the Echo of Vigilance fragment, which defeating the target while your shields are depleted grants you a temporary overshield. So you're going to be able to get a lot of kills, get your health back, and then it's just rinse and repeat. And not to mention all the other fragments and aspects that go along with this build. So like I said, it's perfect synergy, very easy to use, very high usage. And for me, the only con on this build is the vanishing step aspect, which to me is a necessary because dodging makes you invisible. That level of stuff is very important for this build. However, since Bungie nerfed the range, it really messes with the performance of the maximum capacity that this build actually could have. And I'm a person who really looks at my radar probably more than 75% of the time when I'm playing PvP. So for not being able to come around the corner and knowing someone is right there until I get up close to them, it's a very disadvantage when you come out of your invisibility, because I found myself getting killed several times. And it made me almost hesitant to when I came out of my invisibility, I had to make sure that I put myself within a distance of potential enemies so I wouldn't get killed up close by a shotgun or a fusion rifle. Now to the question at the beginning of this video, is CoolGuys Hunter build the best Destiny 2 PvP Hunter build in Destiny 2? Now I know CoolGuy has other Hunter builds that he uses as well, and I know there are other Destiny 2 players that use this build as well. So with that being said, CoolGuy may have some other Hunter builds that may be the best in Destiny 2, but this one I cannot rate it as the best. And even though this build has some amazing synergy, that reduced radar when you do vanishing step is a huge hindrance for this build in my opinion. For everything to work on this build, it is predicated based on you going invisible. And with this build having the ability to be the perfect killing machine, I feel you would have to play more passive, which to me, in my opinion, really dampens the true ability of this build, because playing up close, mid-range is really where you want to be with this build. And if you are interested in more Destiny 2 build videos for Titan, Hunter, and Warlock, I would suggest you watch this playlist next. Also, don't forget to like and sub. You guys have a blessed day. Peace.